gas development. Notably, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Sokoto-Badagry Highway projects will open up 16 connecting states, creating thousands of jobs and boosting economic output through trade, tourism, and cultural integration. Our once declining oil and gas industry is experiencing a resurgence on the back of the reforms I announced in May 2024 to address the gaps in the Petroleum Industry Act. Last month, we increased our oil production to 1.61 million barrels per day, and our gas assets are receiving the attention they deserve. Investors are coming back, and we have already seen 2 foreign direct investments signed over $500 million since then. Fellow Nigerians, we are a country blessed with both oil and gas resources, but we met a country that had been dependent solely on oil-based petrol, neglecting its gas resources to power the economy. We were also using our hard-earned foreign exchange to pay for and subsidize the use. To address this, we immediately launched our compressed natural gas initiative, CNG, to power our transportation economy and bring us down. This will save over 2 trillion naira a month being used to import PMS and AGO and free up our resources for more investment in healthcare and education. To this end, we'll be distributing 1 million kits of extremely low or no cost to commercial vehicles that transport people and goods and who currently consume 80% of imported PMS and AGO. We have started the distribution of conversion kits and setting up of conversion centers across the country in conjunction with the private sector. We believe that this CNG initiative will reduce transportation costs by approximately 60% and help to curb inflation. Our administration has shown its commitment to the youth by setting up the student loan scheme. To date, 45.6 billion has already been processed for payment to students and their respective institutions. I encourage more of our vibrant youth population to take advantage of this opportunity. We established the Consumer Credit Corporation with over 200 billion to help Nigerians to acquire essential products without the need for immediate cash payment, making life easier for millions of households. This will consequently reduce corruption and eliminate cash and opaque transactions. This week, I ordered the release of an additional 50 billion naira, each for NEL Fund, the student loan, and Credit Corporation for the proceeds of crime recovered by the EFCC. Additionally, we have secured $620 million under the Digital and Creative Enterprises, IDICE, a program to empower our young people, creating millions of IT and technical jobs that will make them globally competitive. This program, including the 3 million technical talent scheme, unfortunately, one of digital centers was vandalized during the protests in Kano. What a shame. In addition, we have introduced the Skill Up Artisans Program, SUPER, the Nigerian Youth Academy, NIA, and the National Youth Talent Export Program, NATIP. Also, more than 570 billion has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood support to their citizens, while 600,000 nano businesses have benefited from our nano grants. An additional 400,000 more nano businesses are expected to benefit. Furthermore, 75,000 beneficiaries have processed to receive our 1 million micro and small business single-digit interest loans starting this month. We have also built 10 MSME hubs within the past year, created 240,000 jobs through them, and 5 more hubs are in progress, which will be ready by October this year. Payment of 1 billion each also have been made to large manufacturers under our single-digit loan to boost manufacturing output and stimulate growth. Aside the
you never seen this kind of abuse before. Tinubu, I must abuse you. Tinubu, number 1, Oguokiyapa. Tinubu, number 2, Oguokiyama. Tinubu, number 3, Oguokiya your children. Tinubu, number 4, Ogugo bury all your family. Tinubu is a god to you. A god to you. Tinubu is a god to you.
Like I said, maybe I can use that to calm you down. I am happy that, yes, a lot of you are indeed upset because why? You are upset that somebody like that is insulting your own intelligence, right? Somebody is lying to your face. I told you before, for those of you who have been members of this temple for a while, I said it. I said, you will see them that all they know is propaganda, looting and propaganda. That they will use propaganda, choke you. That all of you will be asking yourself, are they talking about this Nigeria or another place? Because they will be lying and tell you that since they make pronouncement of something, right? That means that thing is happening. Then they will be telling you that if you can't see it, it's because you don't like them. Yeah. Now, a lot of you are seated there and more angrier instead of being bored, right? You wanted me to take him off your screen. Why are you going to remove this man from my screen and all that? Yes. Now, we will now need to channel that energy positively, right? To make these criminals uncomfortable. They don't deserve to be in any way enjoy any comfort. See, right now, if anybody call you enemy of Nigeria, because you are not one of the zombies, right? That listen to that nonsense, okay? And then you went back to your house because Tinubu don't talk. The real enemies of Nigeria started from Tinubu. You know it. So they lie so much. They lie so much that they believe their lies. And if you fail to agree with the lies, then you are the enemy. He said a lot of nonsense. So rather than get so mad and screaming, oh my God, this man, now you would have to kind of calm down and channel that energy and let those people that they killed unjustly in Nigeria, you don't let them die in pain, in vain. The likes of Tinubu only knows about blood and violence. They used some of them as thugs. If any of their thugs manage to see this video, or in fact, if you can cut out this video from 38 minutes to when I stop then, okay? Cut it out and share it among those who are willing tools in the hand of Tinubu. During election, Tinubu was mobilizing thugs. It was sharing threats and all of that. And during the election as well, the same thugs were used not only to intimidate his opposition, it is in fact to spread tribal hatred, which outlived the election itself. Tinubu gave them money, gave you money to go and threaten this or threaten that. Some of you collected the money and yeah, you go out there and you voted for him, Abi. I'm talking about those of you they used in disrupting election thugs. Election finished. They abandoned you. A lot of you are hungry now. Poorer. Now that the rest of the country that is feeling even worse are demanding for something better, the people that abandoned you for over 1 year after election, they now came back to say, hey, come, all of you, come. Oh, they want to take the power from us. Oh, yeah, go and kill them, go and attack them. And again, you are back on the streets, doing the exact thing you did for them during elections. They didn't remember you. You are still suffering. You are still poor. If not worse. Then when people rise against them to make them responsible for their job, right? Now you are gathering people to go out there and cause another trouble, loot shops, vandalize properties, rob protesters, attack protesters, just like you did during elections. Oh, like, I don't know, your life don't spoil. It's only people whose life are sort of spoiled. They will be the one. There will be fool ones. There will be fooled once. They will be fooled twice, thrice, and on like that. That's not an act of being smart or having intelligence or having any brain at all. You are shouting and you look on. You are threatening people everywhere. The last 1.5 years, your life has been like, Now that people are holding them responsible, you also want to join in but it's okay. So those of you who are already angry, again, let's recharge that anger. This is the last part of his nonsense. I have to play it.
Naira a month. 6 months ago in Kasana, Abuja, I inaugurated the first phase of our ambitious housing initiative, the Renew Hope City and Estate. This project is the first of 6 we have planned across the nation's geopolitical zones. Each of these cities will include a minimum of 1,000 housing units, with Kasana itself set to deliver 3,212 units. In addition to this city project, we are also launching the Renew Hope Estate in every state, each comprising 500 housing units. Our goal is to complete a total of 100,000 housing units over the next 3 years. This initiative is not only about providing homes, but also about creating thousands of jobs across the nation, as well as stimulating economic growth. We are providing incentives to farmers to increase food production at affordable prices. I have directed that tariffs and other import duties should be removed on rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, and drugs, and other pharmaceutical medical supplies for the next 6 months, in the first instance, to help drive down the prices. I have been meeting with our governors and key ministers to accelerate food production. We've distributed fertilizers. Our target is to cultivate more than 10 million hectares of land to grow what we eat. The federal government will provide all necessary incentives for this initiative, whilst the state provide the land, which will put millions of our people to work and further increase food production. In the past few months, We have also ordered mechanized farming equipment, such as tractors and planters, worth billions of naira from the United States, Belarus, and Brazil. I can confirm to you that the equipment is on the way. My dear Nigerians, especially our youths, I have heard you loud and clear. I understand the pain and the frustration that drive this protest. And I want to assure you that our government is committed to listening and addressing the concerns of our citizens. But we must not let violence and destruction tear our nation apart. We must work together to build a brighter future where every Nigerian can live with dignity and prosperity. The task before us is a collective one, and I am leading the charge as your president. A lot of work has gone into stabilizing our economy, and I must stay focused on ensuring that the benefits reached every single Nigerian as we promised. My administration is working very hard to improve and expand our national infrastructure and create more opportunities for our young people. Let nobody misinform and miseducate you about your country or tell you that your government does not care about you. Although there have been many dashed hopes in the past, we are in a new era of renewed hope. We are working hard, and the result will soon be visible and concrete for everyone to see, feel, and enjoy. Let us work together to build a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come. Let's choose hope over fear, unity over division, and progress over stagnation. The economy is recovering. Please, don't shut out this oxygen. Now that we have been enjoying democratic governance for 25 years, do not let the extremists of enemies of democracy use you to promote an unconstitutional agenda that will set us back on our democratic journey. Forward ever, backward never. In conclusion, security operatives should continue to maintain peace, law, and order in our country, following the necessary Convention on Human Rights, to which Nigeria is a signatory. The safety and security of all Nigerians are paramount. Thank God and thank you for your attention. And may God continue to bless our great nation. Thank you very much. Naira.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Now, you should be fine now, okay? Or not. Tinubu just told the police, he said they should continue to maintain peace. His policemen have killed over 40 protesters. Peaceful protesters. Tinubu's policemen have killed 43 people so far in 4 days. And he just told you there, don't let anybody use you. Have you seen the Kano protesters with what looked like a Russian flag? Well, there has been few conspiracy theories around that, so I will share with you in case if you have one yourself. Initially, when that popped out, and it was Russia. Okay. What is Russia flag doing in Kano? Some said, why are you asking that kind of question? Don't you know that the Arewa North and their cousins in Niger Republic, they have been tilting towards Russia because they are moving away from the West, because they believe that all the problems being faced by them is caused by the West. Okay. Logically, that kind of make a sense. And say, okay, maybe that's their own political, they are leaning towards Russia, like their cousins. Then others came and said, no. Those people don't even know the flag they are holding. A northerner understand any flag. That is coming from mostly southerners who decided to create a conspiracy in order to dismiss it. They said, if it be the APC that gave them those flags so that they can further fill in the gap of when they said some foreign mercenaries, they were sponsoring the protests in Nigeria, that people shouldn't protest. So once you begin to see Russian flag, I'm not doing again. No, I'm not doing protest again. No. Russia. Which one is Russia flag now? Are they bringing Russia to this? Some said that. So that conspiracy theory sounded also a little bit logical, but no evidence. The only one that's finally read out is that northern Nigeria, especially Kano, they are so politically conscious as we speak that I'm talking about their population, not their elite, their population now. They are so politically conscious that they don't even mind Nigeria to break up anymore. Arewa North alone. They are beginning to feel like this whole problem that they are all facing in Nigeria is caused by their elites and their relationship with the West. The terrorism, poverty, and all of that they are suffering in northern Nigeria, they are all caused by their elite, ruling class, and the West. So if they have a chance, they will march with their cousins in Niger, Mali, Chad, and just tow the pathway to Russia. They said it. I'll show you the video themselves. So that theory of them not understanding the flag they are holding is now dismissed. They do know. They are politically conscious to that level. So don't make up any theory for them. Don't say because of Russian flag is because Tinubu did the broadcast. No. It is just so you know, right? That you see the people on the streets right there. They are more aware of what is going on in Nigeria and all over the world than the criminal politicians in Nigeria will admit. And they are about to find out. A lot of you who have succumbed, the voluntary slaves, who have succumbed to the women caprices of your criminal leaders, living in their fear, living with your fear. A lot of you are going to come out of your shell soon. For now, you are waiting for them to crush them. You have no idea what is actually at the gates. So the police are still bragging. They claim to have, in fact, I will let you listen to this police report from last night, just so you know, that from now on, the policemen that are cooperating with you in your state and your protest ground and the rest, they are going to become hostile to you. They've started to become hostile again today. They've always been hostile from day one. But there are places where some of them just let everybody protested and peacefully there were no issues, right? But from today, when Tinubu said they should maintain peace, they are not going after the violent thugs they paid and hired. They are coming after you. The only weapon you have is going to be your number. So listen to this police officer speaking on behalf of the IG. This is their police PRO. They are preparing for war, and they are not even regretting what they have done so far. They did it in 2020, remember? They got away with it. They did it in Abia State when they tried to kill Nnamdi Kanu. They killed 28 youth. They got away with it. They did it in Obigbo, where they killed over 200 people. they got away with that too. They've been doing it in Imo. They've been doing it all over the place. I'm talking about the authority killing. Now they've set the stage. Tinubu has set the stage. The dog whistle. Listen to this police officer and tell me that this is still going to be peaceful with these criminals.
The Nigeria Police Force finds it necessary to refute a recent report publicized by Amnesty International, which claims that 13 individuals have lost their lives due to the protests in Nigeria that began on 1st August 2024. Amnesty International further alleges that security personnel deliberately employed tactics designed to kill while managing gatherings and use firearms as a tactical tool for protest management. The Nigeria Police Force wishes to provide an accurate account of incidents from the first 2 days of the nationwide protest. In Borno State, 4 individuals lost their lives and 34 were severely injured in a terrorist attack by suspected Boko Haram and ISWAP elements who infiltrated the crowd of protesters and detonated an improvised